Cheers. Ooh. I let the words hit on that one because that fucking shot was
Oh, man.
something else. All right, welcome back. Welcome back, sports fans.
Welcome.
That'll put you on your ass for a
Holy
bit.
shit, dude. That might not be a repeat right there. Whew.
What was it? It was a new bottle that we got, right?
Yeah, it was the Deacon.
Mm. Who makes that? It's a whiskey, right? Is it bourbon or whiskey?
It is a Scotch whiskey.
Scotch whiskey.
The Scots made it. I can see why.
Very,
And there's a plague doctor on the front of the bottle, and it's a bronze bottle.
it's a sweet fucking looking bottle.
It's a sweet bottle, and that's the whole reason why I bought it, and I probably will not purchase that again.
Oh, no. We're going to take another shot of that at least while we're recording this
I'll take
episode.
another shot.
Let's be real.
Ooh, that was interesting.
Well, we're back with another crazy world of sports. Crazy first round of the NHL playoffs.
Fucking reigning champs get busted out by second year in the league team.
Yeah,
like,
dude,
what
all
are you
the
doing?
favorites. All the fucking favorites.
Bruins are down. What's
Just
going
bopped.
on?
Number one team of all time in the regular season. Number one regular season of all time in NHL history. And bopped. And it was a Game 7. It was a pretty good one. But we'll get into that. It was a pretty crazy NFL draft. We'll see if we have time to get into that. UFC. There's some really good fucking cards coming up. And you got your... What is it again?
Debut corner.
Debut corner.
BJF's debut
BJF's
corner.
debut corner. But first, we must start with the breaking news out of Kansas City as of yesterday. The brother of Patrick Mahomes, that TikTok loving, attention seeking little fucking leech, Jackson Mahomes, was arrested for sexual aggravated battery. Whoa.
Yeah, that's a big deal.
I sent you the video. Did you watch it?
Yeah, what the hell was he thinking?
That shit
It
was
didn't
like
also- it
outlawed in the
also-
80s.
It also didn't look like she was fighting that hard. I'm not trying to be a victim blamer, but if it happened the first time, get the fuck out if you don't want it to happen.
The video's weird because she's smiling about it.
Yeah.
And I bet you can look at that a lot of different ways. You could look at it that she was somewhat in on it, or she was uncomfortable and was just trying to, make light of the situation. But, I mean, you could see clearly that she was not trying to be kissed by that guy.
100%.
And the hands on the throat move.
Yeah, that was
That's
sus.
a little aggravated.
Yeah, a little.
It's a little fucking aggravated,
Yeah.
okay? Now, I don't think that anyone really has, or needs another reason to dislike Jackson Mahomes or maybe the Chiefs in general, right? I mean, let's take a look at the Chiefs in the past few years, all right? Just a couple, all right?
All right.
Great team. Fucking full of themselves as ever could possibly be.
Yeah.
Kind of like football royalty right now. Andy Reid especially.
Yeah.
I think it was about a year and a half ago his son killed somebody in a drunk driving accident.
Andy Reid's son?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah, somewhat got swept under the rug, but I think he might be doing prison time. I don't know. But let's just be honest. He was on his staff. He was on Andy Reid's staff. Nepotism runs supreme in the NFL. We know that. And then we have this other guy at Woke Thunny, who I'm not gonna reference him very much, but he made a fucking enemy of himself to everybody on NFL Twitter when he posted a fucking video of a cat in a blender. So that guy, he's going to get what's coming to him. Immediately deactivated all the Chiefs. And I'll give this Chiefs fans this. They actually are going after him, too. They want to dox him. They want to dude, you're fucked up.
Yeah.
Like you said some fucked up
shit. What was
shit.
that about?
Yeah. Dude, it's
Just
fucked.
out of nowhere, just blendering the cat together?
Yeah.
Like, what are we doing?
I don't know. Just decided that was a good time to put it out there.
How
When he was
about
in
let's
Twitter
not
beef.
fucking delete him? How about we go check on this motherfucker?
Yeah. Well, that's the
Like,
thing. People
this
want to dox
dude's-
him.
Yeah, this motherfucker needs to get some help.
So Woke Thuney is persona non grata in the NFL Twitter spaces. You hate to see it, but couldn't have happened to a bigger piece of
I don't
shit.
even know who the fuck that is.
You don't
so.
want to.
All right.
And at this point, he's going to be irrelevant because we're done. He's a fucking scum of the earth type person.
Sounds good.
Kind of like Jackson Mahomes. Now, I'm not going to go that far. Jackson might, he's just a brother of a famous celebrity. But, I mean, dude, can you be any more unlikable than just that entire franchise?
Honestly, though, in the NFL industry, what is this? Nothing.
Oh, for what NFL
for
players
what
do
they,
regularly? Yeah.
for
sure.
for what the players do on a regular basis every year.
Yeah.
This is literally nothing to them.
It's the position of power.
This is going to do nothing. As much as you want it to bring Patrick Mahomes down, and I know you do, it's not going to do anything. First of all, it was his brother, has nothing to do with him. Second of all, it's nothing compared to what fucking Ray Rice did.
Yeah,
fucking
that was the first one I thought of.
Yeah.
There's been a few.
There's
a few that are still in the league. Fucking Tyreek Hill beat his son. Like, it's...
Yeah, that's a completely different category.
We won't get into it.
We won't get into that one right now. But, I mean, you got fucking... What was the... Adrian Peterson was beating up his girl and shit.
I think even LaShawn McCoy. He
what
didn't do it himself, but he had someone like rob his
Deshaun Jackson was fucking... Wasn't he accused of rape or something? Like, what are we doing?
Deshaun Jackson?
I don't know.
No, I think. Well, I'm not sure about Deshaun. I thought.
Who the fuck's the Bengals quarterback or the Browns quarterback?
Deshaun Watson.
Watson. That's his name.
Dude, that was like I don't know, like 37 or like to 50. You have to look up the number, but like massage therapists or masseuses who said that he exposed himself and tried to get a happy ending.
I'd much rather have what Mahomes did to that girl happen than. Yo, here's my dick.
Yeah, which he did over and over again, like a serial case. And then they gave him the biggest guaranteed contract in the history of the fucking league.
What is this? Observe and report with Seth Rogen hunting down the goddamn dude in the trench coat, flashing everybody?
Yeah.
Fuck this shit. Like, come on. We got bigger fish to fry, honestly.
Enormous. It's horrible.
I mean, like, I know that you're all butthurt because Mahomes has now got charges, but it's the wrong Mahomes, for one. Second of all, it's going to do nothing.
Yeah,
it's clickbait. That's what it is.
Would you rather have one or the other? You'd rather have neither. I mean,
for sure.
You know what I mean? Like,
but if I'm gonna have one, I'd rather the dude not exposing himself.
Yeah, that's. If Jackson Mahomes had pulled trowel and just like unzipped his
then
pants,
we would have some problems.
Like,
you went too far, bro. Yeah. You went too far.
Oh shit!
But like I said, if she really wasn't in on it or didn't really like it, wouldn't you vacate? I guess I am in the sense of if it was happening to me, I would have vacated the situation.
Yeah, walked out, tried to
got the fuck out of there after the first time. Like, if I didn't want it to happen, I would have got the fuck out. But the way I see it, and I could be completely wrong, and you can call me a dickhead, whatever you want, but again, hit that fucking thing. I try to get canceled. So the way I see it is she saw Mahomes as her meal ticket. And then when that didn't work out because he's blew her off probably, she said, okay, well, I'm going to turn this into a Me Too, and I'm still going to get paid.
Mm-hmm.
That's the way I see it.
Probably more in a hush payment type settlement.
Yeah,
like
she
settle it outside of court.
Yeah, she wanted to hush, like, give me $15 million and we'll be good.
To your point, though, and I didn't think about it this way until you said it, it might not be that big of a deal for the NFL. So they could. Oh,
she'll get boatloads of money, a hush money, bro.
Do you think his brother's going to pay it? Do you think Pat's going to pay that out?
Fucking A.
I'm telling you, though.
It's bad press.
So with the whole Josh Allen thing, and we still haven't gotten to the bottom of that conspiracy, and I want to get into that tonight.
Well, I don't even think we've talked about it that much on this, which is fucking amazing to me.
I gave a couple.
You gave a couple
tidbits.
updates, but
the update I have on that one is it's probably not the reporter, and it was just a bartender that he met while he was out on a fucking all-night bender with Gabe Davis, and he just got roped.
Why has he got to bring his bro into it?
I don't know. No, that's just this person who told me they have connections within the executives.
I know, but like he doesn't have to bring out Gabe Davis. Like, yeah, I was out with Gabe and we hooked up.
I think that's just like how it went. Maybe even Gabe fell in the night. But the thing is, they did not look very well connected throughout the season. But I guess this happened a long time ago, and it was found out
in the beginning of the season,
maybe in the middle of the season when the things were hopping,
when they were fucking hitting each other, yeah.
And then maybe it happened, and they were like, "Oh fuck!" And I guess he knocked this chick up, so she took care of it.
I mean, it was a complete fall off from the beginning of the season to the end of the season.
Yes,
complete fall
distractions are a thing.
Oh,
if anything, the fucking Chiefs are lucky this happened way before the season even started. It's in the middle of their fucking Super Bowl offseason. Like,
not to mention, Josh is going through that bullshit behind the scenes.
Right.
And then you have a fucking player die on the field.
Right. Dude, there's nothing but distractions last year. The blizzard, having a game moved to fucking Detroit. Like, that last year was just a weird year. The year before, I honestly think that was the Bills' the real contender year. But I digress. That situation is a distraction. The Mahomes situation now, it happened early enough in the season that it's probably not going to mean anything.
It's not going to mean
it's just another indication that the Mahomes family, I didn't even get into this fucking wife, Brittany Mahomes. Holy shit, cringe.
That's another podcast, bro.
Right. We'll have that one coming out soon, the NFL Wives podcast. We're still putting that one together. We're talking through contract situations, so we'll keep you posted. Anyways, the Mahomes thing, I think it'll like you said, it'll blow over eventually. They'll pay this chick probably a bit of money. I don't know, maybe $15 million. I bet it'd be closer to like $5.
I don't even
between
think
$1 to $5.
I honestly don't even think he's gonna break $1 million. It'll probably be like fucking 500, 750,000.
Well, she get $1 million. Fucking inflation these days, you know.
But still, it's not.
She should ask for $2.
She can ask for whatever the fuck she wants, but what she's gonna settle for is a completely different story.
Yeah. Well, we'll see what happens.
Fucking
the fact is, he got arrested.
Bitches nowadays are grimy as fuck, bro.
Man, no one's as grimy as Jackson Mahomes. Go look at his fucking Twitter page. And the funny thing is, I saw this out there so bad. Someone goes, man, he really got fucking charged so that he could prove he wasn't gay. I was like,
that's terrible.
I was like, damn, bro. The internet's fucking undefeated. And that's all straight from Twitter. I mean, there's some worse shit out there for sure.
I'm sure.
Hence the woke funny fucking shit. But, you know, you need to see it to see who the real fucking pieces of shit are in society. And it's increasingly becoming closer to 50%. I'm get a loss of, like, humanity these past few months. Just being like, fuck. Are there really more good people out there than bad? I don't know. It's getting weird.
Bro, I saw this thing on YouTube Shorts today that, like, 3 FBI agents posed as 11-year-olds. Within 3 hours, they got 2,468 messages.
And that, your fucking fans right now, is the state of America.
Like, that's sad. Like, if you want to talk about the state of human decency, there you go. 2,500 messages in 3 hours of fucking perverts trying to get with 11-year-olds.
That's 2,500 reasons to own a wood chipper. Anywho, I figure we give a update on the comp.
Yeah, let's do it.
We have some updates for you.
We have a brand new leader that dethroned Johnny Anchors himself with a phenomenal pick of first goal scorer, and then another phenomenal pick of first goal scorer.
That was the kick in the nuts.
That was the kick in the nuts, because now he's just way out in front.
I'm not going to lie. Like, we have a competition between the 6 of us.
Yeah.
And the last person that I wanted to pass me is my fucking brother.
Of course.
And he does it in just incredible fashion.
In dominating fashion.
He did it the first one he did it was the lock. He did it as a lock.
Yeah.
Evander Kane, first goal scorer. I want to say was it the last series?
Yes,
I think it was the last series that they had played against the Jets.
Yep.
Was it the Jets?
No, it wasn't the Jets. The Winnipeg Jets?
The Jets played Vegas. I could look it back up because we have a little bit of time.
Who does Kane play for?
He plays for the Oilers. And that's the thing is that he's not that. It was the Kings. That was it.
The Kings. Yeah, the Golden Knight Kings.
It was
Las Vegas Kings. That's what it was.
The L.A. Kings.
L.A. Kings. Whatever.
The Vegas Knights, by the way, they're fucking on. Their before the game little rigmarole that they fucking do all the time is sickening to any true hockey fan. It's actually just incredibly boring. It's just like this huge production they put on before every game, and they broadcast it on TV. Like a knight comes skating out, because it's Vegas. A knight comes skating out and does this whole routine, and then an evil Oiler comes out there with the flag and like throws flames at him, like fake flames. Like it's all light show on the ice. It's incredible if you're there for the show, but it's not hockey. And I'll go to the grave saying that Vegas. That's one of the reasons why I typically root against Vegas. And also,
you know what I was fucking like? I don't know why I was extremely happy, but I was extremely happy about was the fact that Will Ferrell was in the stands for his team to just get obliterated.
Yeah.
That shit was hilarious to me.
All painted face.
Yeah, he was fucking all hyped up when they went up, hitting the glass, like, yeah!
He is.
And then fucking, they pan back to him, and he's just mean mugging. Like, it was fucking hilarious.
I think they sell you, like, the game winner of that series, because it was an OT winner, right in front of him.
Yeah.
So I think this was,
Sunday?
This was game 5 that SP hit the first goal scorer, Evander Kane.
Yeah.
which was
plus 1,400.
Plus 1,400 on the lock, so that's worth 140 points.
Yeah.
Okay? And then he hits another one this week.
Yesterday.
Again with the lock, but he picked the guy, and I can't believe it was plus 850. Draisaitl. Draisaitl has been fucking tearing
I cannot believe
up.
that was 850.
Plus 850. Dude, I bet you if you checked the next game and saw what the odds were for first goal scorer, it'll probably be Draisaitl like plus 400. Because Vegas would be like, yo, everyone's going to be hitting this shit. I mean, the man scored 4 goals. They lost in game 1, but the man scored 4 fucking goals in one game. So did Pavelski of the Stars, too, and they also lost.
Oh, they're not even up yet. Oh, hang on.
Oh, yeah, they'll probably be out tomorrow because I don't think they play till tomorrow. But the first goal bets, holy shit, folks, look into them.
Yeah, they're
because
fucking.
That's a juicy fucking payback or payout because plus 850 for the best goal scorer right now in the playoffs.
It was. I like that bet. I mean, they're fun.
I looked into it, and I got Brandon Montour. So Brandon Montour of the Panthers, former Sabre. I think his family, he's either Inuit or he's like First Nations. He is Native American, Native Canadian. And he was a pretty good player for us. Little guy, scrappy, fucking cannon of a shot.
Yeah.
He scored 2 in one game in the first round when they beat the Bruins, which is fucking bonkers. The Bruins. And I was like, dude, this guy, he's never played like that. He was a good player for the Sabres, but I was like, he's taking his shit to another level right now.
And you still got your lock. You're taking your lock on the Derby, you said, though?
I am taking my lock on the Derby.
So this is just a bet.
Dude, he's plus 2,700.
All right.
And he's a top goal scorer right now for the Panthers. I mean, he's a defenseman, but like, look for that.
Okay, but what are you going to get out of it?
Plus 2,700.
135
points.
All right.
I mean, that would be getting me close. So I'll give an update, and then we'll talk about our picks that we had for the Stanley Cup because that's
pretty funny to me.
We got in first place the new leader in the clubhouse, S-fucking-P, the silent partner.
Silent partner himself.
He's not a flat earther, folks. He's just what did we say? He's just one of their correspondents.
Yeah. He just has a lot of questions.
He just has questions.
I have a lot of questions.
He leads the competition at 365 points.
Damn, he's that far ahead?
365. I mean, he hit the Draisaitl one, too. First goal for 85 fucking points yesterday.
One hurt.
That just set him above the roof.
That's all right. He won't hit another one for 3 months. It's fine. We're
see.
Fine.
I mean,
once hockey's over, he's done.
So he's at it's true. Once the playoffs are done,
he's done.
He can't pick these first goal scorers anymore.
He's done.
He also loves the first basket ones in the NBA.
Yeah, but he hasn't hit one of them.
First goal scorer, I think, is harder. Like first basket, it should be easy to pick one in the NBA because like they are only first of all, there's only 5 guys on the court really in the beginning of the game. Like hockey changes constantly. The first goal might not be until the second fucking period.
I was waiting for the second period on one of them.
Like, NBA is like, okay, they're going to score in the first minute. Who are they going to first?
Yeah.
Jokic and
who
Denver,
wins? You should just bet who wins the tip-off.
Golden State, yeah.
For real.
Really, that's not bad. It's probably 50-50, though. We don't like that vig.
No.
So we got SP at 365. Right behind him, Johnny Ankers at 232.
Fuck off.
Not even close,
right behind him.
Right behind him.
At 232.
Really right behind me is that guy. Now he has his full bets. I think he's going heavy on the Kentucky Derby this weekend.
He's going all bets on Derby, and he's going to lose them all. Sorry, that guy, but I don't have any.
Damn.
I don't have any faith in his horse betting skills.
Coming right for it. Well, I mean, it's a fucking crapshoot every single year when it comes to that. So we got that as our top 3. At 4, now this was interesting. This just happened this week. Chugs has risen from the depths of the sniff spot and has taken 4th place with 162.
That motherfucker!
Yeah.
God damn it! Am I at the bottom again?
In 5th.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
You ready for it?
And the only person I'm beating...
Ready for it? Oh, yeah. Go ahead.
Is it me? Am I in 5th?
I was going to say the only person you're competing with is Swigs, who forgets to put his fucking bets
in every week. That's what I'm saying. Am I in 5th? If I'm not in 5th, I'm going to shoot myself because he missed like 2 weeks of bets.
In 5th place. Beat you 5th.
Okay, thank God.
You just edged him out by about 9 points. So you got 155 and Swigs is at 146.
All right. He's still got all his bets. He's probably going Derby too.
He has all his bets. You took another future though. You took the Kraken to win the cup.
I think they're gonna do it, bro.
Yep. Who'd you pick first though?
The Oilers.
The Oilers. And you are one of, I think, the only two of you. You and Chugs are the only ones left in the competition. Left.
And guess what? If my Kraken beats the Stars, I win, motherfuckers.
They love the little hedge bets. The hedge ones are fun.
They're fun.
I was hoping that myself.
Actually, I don't win. The Oilers or technically in that competition, the Oilers have to win because I chose them for the competition.
Well, yes.
They have to win the cup or the money rolls to the next championship.
Okay.
So I would not win unless the Oilers win, but I have better odds than everybody else if fucking the Stars lose.
That's very true. And I think with that series, like just the Oilers in general, like they're playing Vegas. Vegas is hard to play in Vegas.
Yeah.
They have a very, very good home record. They also have like the teams that play in Vegas, it's called the Vegas flu. The teams that play in Vegas, their next game after playing in Vegas, and now again, this is usually during the regular season where they don't play the same team, after each other. They lose like a ridiculous percentage of the games, like 70 to 80% of the games. They lose after the game they play in Vegas.
Okay.
Because they got the Vegas flu.
Yeah, I get you.
So in this situation, the Oilers just need to fucking figure out the goaltending situation because they're letting up way too many fucking goals.
They're letting off way too many shots, too.
Yeah, their power play is nasty. The Oilers' power play is disgusting. So, like, limit the penalties. As they always say, get pucks on net, get fucking pucks deep, but protect your own fucking end. Like,
give the puck to McDavid. Like, what are you doing?
Draisaitl, man.
Give
the guy
is
out of his fucking mind right now.
You got 3 high-scoring fucking people.
Out of his fucking mind. And the thing is, like, everyone goes, I heard this today, actually, and I'd never watched this show, but I threw it on before I came over here. I was like, let's see what the fucking Stooges are saying. And Bob Ryan, who was on Around the Horn, is from Boston, he goes, I thought that McDavid was the Curry, or Draisaitl was the Klay Thompson to McDavid's Curry. And he goes, but I watched last night's game, and I don't know, it might be the other way around. Because, obviously, Draisaitl scored 4 fucking goals.
Yeah.
But everything starts and ends with McDavid. And that's what people don't understand about hockey. Draisaitl can barely fucking skate, but he's in the right spot at the right time every time.
The only reason why Draisaitl is open is because they're double teaming McDavid because he breaks everybody.
Yeah.
So he's like, okay, here, I'm going to dump it off to you, and boom, shot on net.
Yeah, it's true. And McDavid plays the whole game with his head up, much like a Wayne Gretzky or a Sidney Crosby or all the greats that ever played it. But he does it at a speed that's like 1.5 to 2 times faster than anybody else that's ever done it before. And that's just ridiculous.
Sometimes I know that the puck's in his stick. I can't see the puck because he's just fucking whizzing it around the whole goddamn ice rink.
Yeah.
I'm like, I told T-Rex, I was like, just watch this guy for the next minute. Because I don't know how long he's going to be on the ice, but just watch him. Mm-hmm. I was like, it's that guy right there. She watched him. He's like, holy fuck, that dude's like a magician on the ice.
He's just different.
Different. Built different.
Just different. Yeah, I got it on today. Shout out Barstool Fun. Whew, man, they're taking a fucking hit this week. But I just, when you watch a player like that, he had a play in the beginning, the first round of the series against the Kings, where he did it again. I wish he would have scored because that would have been on every fucking highlight reel for the next 5 years. He puts the puck like in between 3 different people with like really quick, like maybe 1 or 2, 3 moves, like boom, 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 boom. And he does it at a speed against 3 of the best players in the world. I'm talking like 0.001% of the hockey players in the world. The best. Mm-hmm. And he makes them look like fucking traffic cones. He makes them look like beer league players that I would play with on Tuesday fucking night.
For real.
I'm like, dude, it's
fumbling all over themselves and shit.
And he goes through everyone. It's just like he's so fast and he sees the game. It's not just that he skates fast, he just sees it fast.
I think it was game 7, or it might have been no, I think it was game 7 that I took Connor McDavid.
They won in 6, so it was probably 6. Yeah.
It was 6?
Yeah.
So I took Connor McDavid to score first goal on that one. Did you see that first goal?
Yeah.
It fucking jumped up and he just nicked it out of the air into the goal.
Impossible. I was like, that's the hand-eye coordination while that thing's coming up into the air. Like
insane. I saw it and I was like, holy, how did he do that?
Yeah.
There's no way. That's like fucking hitting, I don't even know, a pea with a piece of spaghetti?
Yeah.
That's the same equivalency? Like, what are you going to do, bro? There ain't
pea
no
with a piece of spaghetti.
There
I
ain't
like
no
that.
way you're gonna fucking hit that.
That's a good comparison.
I love the way that T-Rex put it. He's a magician.
He is.
He is the fucking Houdini of hockey, and it's not just because it's not just because he's so fast or that he's got a great shot. It's just that he sees the game like no one else. He's like he's in his own fucking hockey dimension.
Yeah.
Really, he's like interdimensional hockey player, and there's never been anyone
As soon
like
as he
that.
puts his skates on, he's got tunnel vision, and it's fucking hockey, and that's
Yeah.
it. And it helps when he can fucking dump it off to a Draisaitl and still get the points. Because now you take all of the focus onto McDavid.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's not scoring points, but he's helping you win the fucking game.
Exactly.
That's all you need to do.
He's helping you score goals, which is his job.
Yeah.
His job is to score goals. The defenseman and the goaltender. I mean, the offense has a responsibility in the D zone too as well. But like, it's just been the story for the Oilers forever. Yeah, they could score. They were a record-setting fucking team this year for goals scored and power play goals scored. They're ridiculous. Like the stats that McDavid put up, we haven't seen since like the mid '90s or maybe even the '80s. Like, and that's when goal scoring was at its all-time high.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous numbers. But Draisaitl, I'm telling you, as much as he doesn't even look like that good of a player, like he can, I watch him. He can skate. I get it. You know, everyone can skate at this level, especially these days. But like, he doesn't skate well. Like he's not. He wouldn't call him one of the best skaters, or even like. And he's physical. He's big, but he's not. He could be probably more physical. He just gets in the right fucking spot.
Yeah.
And when that puck comes towards him, it's going in the net. If you're not like waiting for him to shoot the puck, like last night, he comes right. He's way late. I think it was his fourth goal. And they were down, I want to say 4-2 at that point. Or no, they were down, I don't remember that. But anyways, he comes into the fucking zone way after everybody else. And they just drop it back to him and be like, he'll be there somewhere. And he sees it and he winds up and everyone knows he's going to fucking shoot it. The goalie knows he's going to shoot it. And he just, boom, fucking cannon past everybody off the goalie's pad and in. Like,
Christ.
there's 4. And then when he scored, he like goes to turn. I thought he was going to fucking crash into the boards. Like he's like the guy from Mighty Ducks who can't stop. Luis Mendoza.
Look out!
Hit the brakes, baby. But he like curls at the end and he gets up and he's like, holy fuck. I'm like, dude, insane. And I love watching the Oilers. I really hope it comes down to Oilers, Leafs, even though I do still have my future of the Devils in it. I lost my pick, the Avs, one of the fucking favorites, the defending Stanley Cup champions.
The newly formed
The fucking crackhead.
Bijafats team.
You're going to be a fucking
I'm a
Kraken fan?
fucking crackhead, bro.
No.
You know why I'm a crackhead?
Does
And
he
it
like the
has
shirts?
nothing to do, but
Does he
except
like the
for
shirts?
no,
Hunter Biden.
no.
Sorry, you said crackhead. Sorry, keep going.
It is the goalie.
Oh, what's his name?
I don't even know his name, but they were talking about him
Goob. I can't remember his fucking name. I'll look it up.
But they were talking about him so fucking much and how he's such a short goalie in today's standards.
Grubauer.
Yes.
Philip Grubauer.
And he goes out and meets everybody outside the blue. He's just like, you know what? You're going to shoot it past me. You're going to have to get through me, motherfucker.
Yeah.
And he's the littlest guy out there. I
He
fucking
is.
love it.
And the guy that the Sabres got, Levi. Fucking Devin Levi.
Yeah.
Love him. Very small. You have to come out and challenge them because you don't have the glory of being a 6'6" Finn guy
Could
who
just
just
sit
has
in the
these
net.
huge, and it's just their pads are bigger because they're bigger. They get away with it because that's how big they are.
Yeah.
And the little guys, you got to come challenge it. That's the real goalie right there. That's the true like skill. And being a fucking NHL goalie, by the way,
Fuck that.
you got to be a psychopath.
For real.
You're going to go out there and fucking stop shots from a Draisaitl or any other fucking hard shooter, an Ovechkin. Like, that thing is whizzing at you at close to 100 miles an hour every
Just
single time.
Straight in the chest.
Yeah.
Like, fuck that.
Got to be a little nuts. Every goalie I've ever met in my entire life is a little crazy because you have to be. You just have to have like one little screw loose, maybe a couple more than others. But you got to have a little bit of a screw loose to put your body in the line like that, and just the reaction speeds that they have are incredible.
Yeah.
The fact that they can see where it's going to go is nuts.
It's. I honestly would rather go to war than be a fucking goaltender. To be honest, like
These days, I don't know. I mean, maybe I could throw a couple muskets
yeah, maybe
out
not
there.
these days.
Maybe back in like the 1700s when they could barely hit shit because they didn't fucking invent rifling yet.
Maybe when there wasn't drones, at least, so
Yeah.
I could at least see my enemy.
Yeah. So I was out. I took the Avs. Swigs took the Bruins.
Yeah,
And he was out first round too.
Yeah.
To the Panthers. SP took the Lightning.
SP has, I think, has a legit argument. He was last to pick.
Yeah.
But it sucks to suck.
The waivers, I think, should change. So that means he would go first next round and then change on the waivers. Or we could figure something out. Maybe do a blind draw.
There you go.
Everyone knows. Do a blind draw for the next one.
There you go.
That way it's like somewhat fair.
Yeah.
But whatever. Fuck it. He took Tampa.
He took Tampa and he lost.
Two-time recent champion. Made it to the fucking Stanley Cup final last year.
Lost to a team that hasn't been there in like 14 fucking years.
The Leafs have won a fucking series. You know what? I want to take a hit of that after you're done. I mean, I just would like to take a sip of that when you're done. And because the Leafs, my family, we've said this before, I'm Canadian. And my family up there, for the most part, are Leafs fans because they're English Canadians, right? English Canadians like the Leafs. French Canadians like Montreal, and then everyone in between maybe is an Ottawa fan. And then everyone out west likes all their own fucking teams. But out here in Ontario, I mean, it's a big thing. The Leafs are like the Yankees up there.
Yeah.
But they haven't won since 1967.
You see all those people in the fucking streets?
Oh, yeah. They do that every year.
That's insane.
Do you want to know how many sad faces have gone in and out of those fucking...
Oh,
I bet you there's people that are like, I
shit ton.
refuse to go back. And then this year they start fucking winning.
Well, then now it's a tradition. You can't go. You didn't go, and now they fucking won, so you're fucked.
If you're that guy...
You're that guy.
That you went like every single year, and this is your first year going, I'm talking to you up there, buddy. Don't go.
Don't go.
For the rest of your fandom, just don't do it. I am that superstitious fan. You will fuck it up. You will. And I honestly wanted to take the Leafs, but I was like, I would be serious about this. The Avs are at least going to make the Western Conference Final. Nope. Lost to your fucking crackheads.
Well, and then fucking that guy
Took the Rangers.
took the Rangers.
Yep.
And they fell to the Devils.
Mm-hmm. Which I took, actually, I think right after we had done the competition, or before we did the competition. I took them playoffs to win the cup in just one of our picks. You're plus 1,800. So that's 90 points. Not really.
I got the same
In the grand scheme of things, not even that much.
I got the same odds for the Kraken.
In this round, though.
In this round.
Yes. So the Devils' odds are now probably at like minus 700.
Yeah.
Who knows? Again, they change after every single game because they just lost their first game. All the teams that I wanted to fucking win the first round lost. Every
That
single
sucks.
fucking one.
What? You don't want the Kraken to win?
No, fuck that, man. They're
Why
a new
not?
team. Their fans need to know what it's like to lose. But the Stars are Chugs' team, and they're still in. So it's literally just the two of you and you're
are
both in the
just
West.
Butthurt. So bad.
You know, I want to say that I'm not a little butthurt. Like, it's like probably on a scale of 1 to 10, it's like a 2 size hemorrhoid. It's not going to start bleeding on every wipe, but it's going to be there, causing some discomfort.
Okay.
I'm not butthurt about the fact that they knocked out my Avalanche. I just, as fucking petty as it sounds.
You are petty. That's the thing.
It's not that. It's not even
that.
that, though.
The
It's that
Sabres
the
didn't
Sabres
make it.
didn't make it. Yes.
And they're only 2 years in. They didn't build enough credibility
Well, they built
to
the credibility.
get into the fucking playoffs. I don't even know how they're there. These chumps shouldn't even be in the playoffs. And look at them winning. These motherfuckers. They should be my Sabres. God damn it. My Bills didn't make it. My Sabres didn't make it. Now this stupid Kraken's gonna fucking win. That's what you sound like, man.
Is that what I sound like, fans? I'm Johnny Akers, and I'll tell you one thing. I wasn't that butthurt about them kicking out my Avalanche. By the way, these are two different people.
Oh, shit.
But yeah, you pretty much nailed her into that asshole.
That's exactly what it's like, man.
I'll say this though for the
And then-
Kraken.
then-
I'll root for them more than I'll root for Vegas. Okay, I'll give them that. If it's
That
them
works.
versus Vegas in the next fucking round, I'll root for the Kraken.
All right. Well, then you got to look at fucking Chugs and Swigs.
Well,
Look at those poor motherfuckers. coming off the best regular season ever being Bruins fans.
Oh yeah, they are big time Bruins fans.
They are huge Bruins fans,
Yeah.
and their fucking
Literally
Bruins
the best
just
season ever.
tanked it after the regular season. How bad do you think they hurt? And then seeing the second year Kraken just fucking killing it.
I mean, you know what? Maybe it's not. It's like more of a sports inferiority thing. Like that was just. I'm telling you, that was just a shock.
Yeah.
Most people didn't see that one coming, but it does happen pretty often. The President's Trophy now has a curse behind it. So like, the President's Trophy is the winner of the regular season. They win. They have the most points. They get the President's Trophy. I think it's like the last 4 years. 3 out of the last 4 President's Trophy winners lost in the first round.
Really?
Including at what time I think was a record or tied a record, the Tampa Bay Lightning lost in the first round. It swept, actually. Fucking 4-0.
Really?
Yeah. And what the problem is with Boston, and when you go into a regular season, like you have these 2 goalies who are young, playing out of their fucking minds. Swayman and Allmark played incredible this year. Allmark should win the Vezina, by far, as the best goalie. He had the best save percentage, best goals against, the most wins. They had 220-win goalies on their team. And I think Allmark won like 40. So that's insane. Like that hasn't happened in forever either. So they were an unbelievable team, but when it comes to the playoffs, and every game matters. Every
game.
shot matters. Every save matters. And Linus Allmark, you're fucking, again, you can call it pettiness because he was a Sabre and we should have kept him. He's played 4 games in the playoffs in his life. So when you're going into any team, fucking team, and Sergei Bobrovsky for the goalie for Florida, he's been around forever.
Yeah.
He's been in a ton of playoff games. Huge. He knows what it's like in the playoffs. You got to play different. Those goalies weren't ready. And you look at the difference between save percentage for Linus Allmark in the regular season and in the playoffs, night and day.
Really?
Yep. That's what, it's not going to say that's the only thing that lost them because they couldn't score either. But it's different. It's different in the playoffs. And those your crazy records that you have doesn't mean dick if your goaltending or your scoring goes away in the playoffs. It means absolutely nothing.
Yeah. It's all about in the moment.
Mm-hmm. So I feel for them. Not. Grab me another fucking beer.
Yeah.
Grab me a beer.
I think it's great that this team, Seattle Kraken, have come in and just said, you know what? Fuck everybody. We're gonna fucking do it.
Can't believe my fucking brother-in-law's a crackhead now. What does it come to, BJF?
Hey, that's better than not being a fan, right?
I'll tell you this, man. I'm so impressed at how much of a hockey fan you have become.
I think this is my sport, bro. I love the violence. I fucking love it.
Isn't it
I
fun?
fucking love it.
Playoff hockey. I made you watch the regular season hockey, which was decent.
It was still fun.
At the end of the year, it gets kind of start feeling like playoffs.
Yeah.
Now, do you know what I'm talking about? Though, when
dude,
guys are just out there running around,
fucking just ramming into people.
fuck.
Like,
How about the Trouba hit? The
oh
Trouba
my
hit?
god, dude, that dude got fucked
Oh
up.
my lord, I felt bad. He just scored a goal. I forget his name. It's Eastern European. And Trouba, who's a bad man, I'll tell you that. Captain of the fucking Rangers, he is a menace out there. And if you try to fight him, good luck. He's got those old Canadian farm boy muscles.
That dude just came off the bench, lowered his shoulder, and said, "Ba-bow!
Ba-bang!
You're done for the night, buddy."
Dude, and I sent you guys the picture, and I took that as a screenshot right off my phone, because most of the games that I've watched, I'll either be, in bed or somewhere else. Like, I watch shit everywhere on my phone.
Yeah.
Shout out Free Plug YouTube TV. It's great. Just get the fucking NHL Network already, all right? That's my one gripe.
Yeah.
And the fact that you're YouTube. Anywho.
We're on YouTube right now.
I took... Shout out YouTube.
I love you and hate you at the same time.
I love you. Don't cancel us.
Nah, if we get canceled, we get paid.
Motherfuckers. That hit, though, the Trouba hit, flat and straight, caught him right in the middle of the ice. And the thing is, it was clean.
It was clean.
He didn't get a penalty. I don't think he got suspended or fined.
That's
the classic rule in hockey. That if you're breaking out of your zone in big boy hockey, keep your fucking head up. Because if not, you got one of those menaces waiting there. The miracle I can still even spell my own name from how many times I got fucking just on the way out. I tell you one here. I don't know if we've ever told this story before, and we should probably wait to tell the full story for when we have Chugs on here again.
Okay.
Did we even talk about it? We might have.
I don't know what the hell you're talking about.
When I gave him a buddy pass and I knocked him out in our high school game.
No.
You never heard that one?
I don't think so.
So it was we played high school puck together, and it was just a breakout. And I'll wait for him to tell the full story. But I basically gave him a buddy pass and gave him his first knock, and I felt so bad afterwards.
But you were laughing at him.
We'll get into it on the other time. Yeah, Troops' hit was big, but like it's so fun.
It's
playoff
fun.
hockey, dude.
Love it.
I mean, you go out, and I've tried to watch a little bit of NBA every now and then just to watch the narratives.
I can't even watch it, dude.
You can't watch it until the last.
You know what I watched it for?
The last 5 minutes.
You know what I watched it for? I watched it for 1 minute, and it took all of that 1 minute to get the tip and the first fucking shot, and then I turned it off because I just wanted to see if he would fucking hit it. And then I actually saw the second shot, which SP's guy actually did hit the second shot, but not the first one. So I was fucking laughing, and then I turned it right back to hockey.
Yeah, just dude, it's seriously so slow in the beginning, in the middle of the game, and you just turn it on at the end, and there is drama at the end because that's when they turn the try on.
Yeah.
There is no off button in playoff hockey. You can't have an off button in playoff hockey.
No, they are sprinting.
You're out there for about 35 to 45 seconds, okay? And you're flying at speeds close to like 20 to 23 miles an hour, probably even faster for the faster guys.
Out of blade.
You have to look it up, the average speed for an NHL player.
Average speed for an NHL player.
Because you're flying around, and it's for some reason it's crazy because they do pick it up. It's kind of in the regular season, you're just getting through it. You know, you're traveling from city to city. You're through the sledge. You're either at home. You got shit going on. The playoffs, it's like everything's locked in. Everything's got to be 100%, or you're gonna get fucking taken advantage of, like Trouba did to that dude on the Devils.
The fastest is 30 miles an hour.
Yeah, that's like your McDavids.
Yeah, Connor
your
McDavid.
Dylan Larkins. Who else? There's another guy that actually won it this year. Larkin's a fast fucking dude.
So yeah, I mean they're up there.
So
they're sprinting, literally sprinting.
I mean, and it's the fact you got to keep your head on a swivel at all times. And the guys have gotten a lot. They've gotten a little bit smaller, but there's still some big fucking boys out there. Like there's just.
Well, I'm sorry to bring it back to the Kraken, but that was the thing with the Dallas Stars versus the Kraken. Because Dallas Stars are fucking some big ass boys on the ice, and the Kraken are some little ass boys on the ice. And it turns out that speed beats brawn.
I was mistaken. Trouba's actually American.
Oh.
It's from Rochester, Michigan.
There you go.
Rochester, Michigan. There's a Rochester, Minnesota, and a Rochester, New York, and Rochesterville.
Isn't there a Rochester, Tennessee, too? I think there's a Rochester, Tennessee.
There's a bunch of them.
Yeah.
It's common.
It's kind of like Springfield. What
you
Springfield is
basic-ass Rochester people.
Yeah. The fuck you know about?
Yeah, I was like, wait a minute. Is Trouba fucking Canadian? He's not Farm Boy Canadian. I was like, he might be American. I was like, yeah. 9th overall to the Jets.
I tell you what, this playoff series has got me thinking about getting Amerks season tickets.
Dude, you go all out on any hockey fucking season tickets. Why wouldn't you?
Yeah.
It's any sport when you see it live is better than when you watch it on TV. I think the only one that you could possibly atone to, sport wise, women's lacrosse. Because if you're going to be watching women's lacrosse, at least it'd be from the comfort of your own home. Sorry, ladies.
Oh, shit. Well, yeah, it's fun. I like it.
You are a certified hockey fan, BHF.
I am.
And now you're a certified crackhead, is what you're telling me?
I am.
All right. I know what to get you for Christmas this year.
I'm down. Do it.
A nice ball of crack. Just kidding. We don't condone that. We don't condone.
You can get it from T-Rex's and Bear's mom.
Yeah. No, we're gonna fucking use T-Rex to make you something nice.
There you go.
I'm gonna get you a shirt, some type of shirt, hat, hoodie. I'll pay for it.
I'm down.
Crazy. I'll get you. Let me get you a jersey. If I order it from China now, it'll be here by the time Christmas comes around. I showed you the one John Nasty Morasty jersey I got.
Yes.
Right? That guy's fucking. I got his number.
I
could probably hit him up. Oh, I should fucking ask him to come on the pod.
For real? What are you doing?
Holy shit, you're right. He would fucking love it. You know what? We're gonna send this to him as an audition tape because we talked a lot of hockey.
Yeah.
I mean, I talk hockey till I'm blue in the face. You know that about me. And you know my dick is still fucking rock hard over here, still talking about hockey. But we got to get on to some other shit. I will hit him up. Maybe. You know his buddy, though? The buddy that or the buddy that introduced me to him that saw me wearing that jersey at the tourney that one time, is the same guy that we beefed in beer league playoffs last year. The one that got out of control.
Oh, really?
Went off the ice.
That was the same guy?
It's the same guy.
I almost punched that dude in the face.
He's an interesting fellow. I've talked to him a ton of times off the ice.
Well,
Great guy.
It wasn't what he did
on the ice. He's an animal.
It wasn't what he did on the ice. It was the 2 steps off the ice of what he did, and then I was about to run down there and punch him in the face.
Were you there when we got into the big brawl?
Yeah.
The big one?
I don't know.
Where it was like everyone was on the side.
I was on the one where you guys were going at it. He was walking off the ice, and then he said something to the women. That's where I drew the line.
See, that's where the story gets a little bit like sus because I don't know if even Bear heard anything.
I heard it.
You heard it?
I heard it.
Okay, what'd he say?
Now, this was like 3-4 months ago. But what I heard
a long time ago. No, it was like over a year ago.
Yeah, shut up, cunts, or something like that. Okay. I heard something to the not respectful towards the ladies.
I thought it was like the story can be whatever the hell he said something. But our guy got kicked off at the same time, who was dating the girl that was the one who had said that he had said something to her specifically, as he was also getting kicked out. So they fought each other on the ice.
Yeah.
They got kicked out of the game. This is during the championship. Fucking Thursday night beer league.
Yeah.
You know, maybe one day I'll even post that video on one of the accounts and see what you guys think about it. This is fucking wild. Dude went George Floyd for a second. It was fucking crazy. Off the ice by the vending machines. And so that basically what happened is he said something, and our player didn't like it. He ran under the bleachers to go all the way over there as he was getting into his locker room to fight. And then we all saw it from the ice, and then we all left the ice. Most of us got involved in the melee. I didn't think you were there that week. I thought
Not
you were
that
there for the
week.
week.
That was a different weekend.
You were there the week that it was...
the week before that or something.
Yeah, a week before. It was a fight every game we played them. Yeah.
Yeah. I was there the game
that
before
guy's that might connect to John Nasty Morasti.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Because that dude's a douche.
You know, here's the thing about that dude. I won't name him. We named him W2 because his number was 2. And he told us the one time that he's in a different tax bracket than us. So
what a weird flex.
We started calling him W2. Oh, he said a lot more worse shit than that. But if we want to get John Nasty Morasti on the show, we'll have to wait until then to talk about it.
All right. Well,
I'll even bring W2 down here. Fuck it. Why not?
Okay. I might have some choice words. You don't talk to women like that. My bad.
Yeah, it's fine. We could have. Yeah, you're right. Maybe we don't have him on there.
That's fine. I will have a conversation and I will not get angry. But if he gets angry, I'm knocking him the fuck out.
Yeah,
it's my house.
That's true. It's my fucking studio, motherfucker. Unless you got John Nasty Morasti down here backing you up, then
yeah. Then they're
fuck you. It's 2-on-1 still. But yeah, I mean,
I'll have him on. I don't care.
Think about that guy. Not even that guy. Fuck that guy. The Morasti dudes, they don't really play anymore.
You can't say that guy no more.
Yeah, you're right. W2. So yeah. W2. Fuck W2 for this part of the conversation. But Morasti represents a player in the NHL that doesn't really exist anymore. The true fighter. Like he played for Syracuse and he fought for years through other leagues, strictly fighting. You know what I mean? He's out there for 5 minutes a game. Start a fight. That's your job. You don't have that anymore.
No,
you don't. Even if you're a fighter in the league,
you don't have the goons.
Yeah, you could be a tougher player like a Revo, like a Trouba guy. Guys that still kind of make a living somewhat with fighting. Even fucking Corey Perry, for what it's worth. He still fucking makes a living out there trying to fight people or just getting under people's skin.
Bro, I wish that I could skate.
But you're still good.
I wish I could skate backwards because I would totally be the goon for your team. Totally.
So that's the thing is, even back then, you probably barely even know how to skate. They could. Most enforcers get into the game as a hockey player, but ultimately they realize that their skills themselves aren't as good as the best, most talented players, and as the game has moved on, the talented players now are insane. The talent right now is as best it's ever been. It's like every sport.
You know what my mission would be if I was on your team?
Yeah.
I'm going to stand in a lane and then get in their way.
And tip some pucks?
Yeah, tip some pucks and get in their way, and if I fall down, hopefully it's on them.
I like it. It's not a bad strat. You should join the Never Ever League.
I don't know what that is.
They got one here.
I don't. Okay, that
It's,
doesn't really explain it.
Basically, you've never played hockey. You're an adult who wants to learn how to play hockey.
Yeah. See, the problem with all of this to begin with is the price of hockey.
Yeah, this is where it gets into it. You pay for
because I'm going to pay $2,500 for everything, and then
just
I'm
the
not
first year though.
and then I'm not even going to fucking know how to play.
So they help you out a little bit, I think, with getting equipment because they sell it at the place that does this, the rink that does it.
Yeah.
So
okay.
they have it all right there.
Okay.
And you pay, I don't know how much it is up front, to be completely honest with you. I'd ask my buddy I work with. He did it. He loved hockey. He played soccer his whole fucking life. Ended up, him and his brother did the Never Ever League, and now he loves it. It's his favorite sport because, how can you not love watching hockey?
Dude, I would love to do hockey, but then you got the problem is the fucking 10 o'clock games.
Yeah, this might be a little bit. This might be, you'd have to sacrifice like a Saturday or Sunday. I'll ask him what day it is. But the thing is, when you get into hockey now, you already understand you're never going to be at a level of players that had played their whole life, no matter what. Like,
obviously.
That's why
honestly, you want to know if I actually go through this, you know where I'm going to be put, and I know it.
Where?
The goal. I'm going to be the fucking goalie.
No, you don't want to be goalie. You got the screw. What did I just get done telling you? You gotta have.
I've got the fucking screws loose, bro. I will fucking.
PJF the goalie. I'm getting you some pads this summer,
bro. But imagine me in the goal. Who's gonna score on me?
You got the size for it. You got the height. You got this. You got it all.
The only problem that I have is my fucking glasses. I'll need to get fucking like those strap glasses so that I can follow the puck.
Here's the thing. I think if you started off trying to just play hockey as a player, you could surprise yourself.
I could. I might be a fucking fantastic defenseman. I could be a fan. That's what
you said. You can't skate backwards. That's
I can't skate backwards.
That's a big one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Forwards can go forward. Most of the time.
Yeah.
You can take big loops.
Yeah.
But defenseman, you gotta know how to pivot, go backwards.
Yeah, I don't know how to. That's the problem with the goalie too, because I got to come out and then I got to go back in and I got to be able to fucking side to side.
Yeah,
it'd be a lot of training, but I'm down. Let's do this.
The con of it all is, like I said, is that you're as a new player, as older, you're just gonna. That's it. Everyone's in the same same boat though. Everyone's in the same boat.
Honestly, I would do it for exercise.
Yeah,
that's what I would.
It's a great exercise.
I'm a fucking ex-wrestler. Mm-hmm. I have the mentality,
camaraderie, big camaraderie with the guys that you play with. You get to know people,
and honestly. With Swigs and SP's definition of how, and your definition of how you protect the goalie, that sounds like a fucking phenomenal thing. Where if I throw a punch, I know 5 dudes are gonna be like, "Yo, what the fuck's happening?
Oh, yeah.
Let's go!" Like sounds pretty cool to me.
I think one of the coolest videos, and I'll try to find it for you. One of the coolest videos ever is when someone hits a fucking like it's in probably like a travel league or a juniors league. So these kids are probably like 15, 16 years old. This kid comes flying in at the goalie who's out of the net playing the puck in the corner and just fucking levels him. Just runs through him.
The goalie. Isn't that a penalty?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Like, this is an egregious act. So he gets back up. Like, he goes down himself. And then as soon as he gets back up, a defenseman is flying in with a cross-check and just cross-checks him in the face into the goal. And it just sparks this massive brawl. That's hockey. I've thrown myself at a goalie in plenty of occasions and wanted to start a brawl.
You told me that you were sprinting down the ice and just fucking balled up like a cannonball.
Like a cannonball against this big fucking goalie. He was big back then, 12, 13 years old. He was like at least 250, 6 foot tall. It was just huge, way bigger than anybody else. I'd love to see what the hell happened to that guy. Besides the fact that he hacked at everyone's feet. You fucking get just so pissed off at that kind of shit as a fucking player in front of the net trying to be a scumbag too. So I said, fuck it, I'm going after him. But nothing as egregious as what that kid did.
So if
I was like fucking 90 pounds back then.
So if I go 2 years in the Never Ever League, do I have a shot on the team?
On our team?
Yeah.
Dude, no. I'm sorry. I mean, you'd have to make.
Damn, bro.
Okay, all right. Let me take it back. There's like a 2.5% chance.
Oh, that's not nothing.
I'm saying there's a chance.
There's a chance.
I'm saying there's a chance.
I'm ready for the lottery,
you have to have
bro.
some pretty incredible, improvements year to year. Like year to year growth would have to be like exponential.
Bro, I don't think you know who I am.
We'll see. We could start our own league. Fuck it. Go play in a fucking D- division somewhere else. D+.
I don't know what the fuck
I'll
that
be fucking
means,
Bobby Orr out there. I've done it before.
I'm seriously
The problem
thinking...
is when you play in a league that's more of like anything like a C+ or B level, everybody in our leagues play their whole lives. Like it takes a...
I don't give a fuck.
It's harder than you think. You're going Jalen
I
Ramsey
understand
on
that
this one.
I know that it's harder than you think, but you know what? You know what makes you better? It's not playing with the skill set that you're at. It's playing with the skill set that's better than you. That's
true.
the only way you get better.
To increase your competition, absolutely.
Yeah. So I'm seriously thinking about it.
Go to a free skate sometime. Let's go to a free skate.
I don't have any skates. I have to get some money so I can get some skates.
Okay, we'll put it this way. I'm going to make sure that by the end of next winter, so when we're at this time next year,
Okay.
we have at least looked into the Never Have I Ever League.
Okay.
That's not what it's called, but that's what everyone calls
Never
it.
Ever League, whatever
Yeah.
you said. Yeah.
And you have at least, looked into the fact that you could become, a hockey player as first starting out,
Okay.
right? And we'll evaluate your courses. Hopefully it'll be a cold winter. It wasn't a fucking cold winter here this last year. We had
can
no
go out on the
we had-
lake or
we had
something, or on the
no
pond or
pond
something.
hockey, man.
Yeah.
I love pond hockey. It's classic. I don't even know if they were able to have pond hockey tournaments. And then we'll reassess and be like, okay, we'll see how far away you have to do to be at even Tuesday nights.
Okay.
Thursday nights is like the big one, the B, the A. It's like former D1 hockey players.
Really?
Yeah.
That's what you face?
On Thursday nights. On Tuesday nights, it's mostly guys that had either played college or just
That's
really
that's
good
the ones
beer league
I've
hockey
seen you in
players.
is Tuesdays.
It's pretty,
Yeah.
dude, I'm telling you, there's not many people that, I don't think really anybody in that league that hadn't pretty much played their whole life.
I don't care.
I know, I'm just saying it's different.
That's the problem is you think this is a challenge. It is a challenge to me, but I like that.
When we have open ice, okay, if you do go follow through with the Never Ever League, and because sometimes we have bye weeks, teams forfeit, and we talk about getting ice that week, we never do. But if we do, and you're already in the Never Ever League, I will invite you to that open ice practice,
Okay.
and you can be challenged as
I love
much as
it.
you'd like to be.
I'd love it.
Okay. Hockey fan, BJFF, crackhead.
You crackhead.
And on that note,
You're goddamn right. I'll be riding with the Seattle Kraken jersey, motherfucker.
and on that note, we move right into BJFF's debut corner.
Yeah, I didn't fucking do any research for BJFF's debut corner.
Did you not want to do any BJFF
It's
debut
going to be
corner?
Johnny Anchor's debut corner.
You know, it's crazy, and I did a slight amount of research into these guys.
Good, because I wanted to. That one of them's a heavyweight, so I'm very interested.
Is the heavyweight the one from Dagestan? Is
I
that
think
Ikram?
Yes.
Ikram. I didn't actually write down his last name. Johnny Anchors was not as prepared as you'd thought he was.
Better than BJFF. I'm not prepared at all. And it's my
Ikram
quarter.
Aliskron.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, he's from Dagestan, so let's just put that out there. All right, he's got one loss. He got KO'd. I don't think it was that long ago. And, well, I mean, I don't think it was that. I think it was a little bit longer, maybe in the last few fights. He's won a ton of his last few fights, obviously.
Oh, okay.
He wouldn't be
So
going into
it's
UFC.
not in his current streak, is
Yeah.
what you're saying?
No, none of them really did, except for the one guy. I guess he gave up. He had like an 8-year fucking streak missing or whatever. But Ikram Aliskaran, he is gonna be, I think, the easiest lock that you can fucking take because he's from fucking Dagestan.
I can't bet on UFC, bro.
You can't?
Not till the fucking fight week. July fight week is my first week back of betting UFC because I told Chugs that if I didn't hit any UFC, because I took all 4 bets on UFC, I hit 0 of them, and I told him that I wasn't going to bet for 3 months.
Okay.
So I've hit more points since I've not fucking bet UFC, but it's not my shit.
It's not. So this guy was 13-1.
Oh, bro.
Aliskaran.
Sorry, before
good?
you get into this, can I tell you how upset I was last Saturday?
Let's hear it.
So there was a fight night. You were here.
Oh yes, I was.
When you were here, I placed a $1 bet for 8 fights.
That's a pretty good one. That's a good little parlay.
Pretty good parlay it was plus 12.98. All right.
So you took some favorites.
Took some favorites. Took some
Mostly
dogs.
favorites.
Fucking, it comes down to the last fight.
Mm-hmm. Oh no,
I've
you
hit
had all
I've
7
hit them
legs?
all of them. I have hit all of them.
You didn't hedge? You didn't hedge?
I didn't have enough to hedge.
Oh, okay.
'Cause
Next
the
time you have that happen to you, call me and I'll fucking loan you the money for the hedge.
Okay, because
Because you don't want to give that up.
yeah, I really liked Ricky Simon. I really did. I really liked Ricky
Was he
Simon.
a dog or was he a favorite?
He was a favorite.
Okay, so then you had the dog to fucking hedge
I
with.
know. But at the time, I turned to T-Rex. I was like, hey, I hit 7 out of the 8. I didn't even tell her that I made the bet.
Yeah.
I hit 7 out of the 8. The payout right now is 586.
Mm-hmm.
I like my guy.
Oh, so you could have
I could have cashed
yeah,
out.
You could have cashed out because you used yep.
So I liked my guy. I told her, I was like, listen, the cash out's for 586.
Mm-hmm.
We have the chance for 1,300. And I like my guy. She said, you shouldn't have fucking told me.
Because she's gonna tell you to take.
No,
cash
she
out.
said, you shouldn't have fucking told me, first off. Second off, I don't care what you do. Either you lost, it was a $10 bet, sorry.
Yeah.
Either you lost $10 or we're up 1,300. So pick one.
Mm-hmm.
It's not that big of a deal.
Mm-hmm.
So I wrote it out. I was like, I like my guy. This dude gets tapped in the first round once and then fights a completely different style from what he was supposed to fight.
What was his usual style?
Fucking guns a-blazing. I'm going to take you down no matter what, and just coming after the guy. But after he got snuck once, he backed off and was backing up the whole entire fight. I was so pissed, man.
That's tough, man. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, that's.
But back to the debuts. Sorry.
Oh, sorry.
That was a
I had
tangent.
a song for you. She missed it out. I should have played it earlier.
Oh, what a dick. You're such an asshole.
BJFF on the 8th leg had a decision to make. And the decision was between let it ride or cash it out. BJFF did what most gamblers do.
Let it
gambled.
ride. Let it ride.
He let it fucking ride.
Fuck, man.
Well, so back to the debut corner.
Back to debut corner.
So I had a little bit of intel, and you shared it. I'll give him an honest plug. He's fighting Phil Hawes at UFC 288 at the Prudential Center in New Jersey. Now, that's interesting because that's where the fucking Devils play. So,
Yes, sir. That's
I
where they're
think they
not
have
playing on Saturday.
the thing is that the series has to come back. Oh, no, I think it starts. No, it started in Carolina. So the series does have to go back to New Jersey at some point.
They play tonight.
They play tomorrow.
So they're not playing tomorrow or on Saturday, so we're good.
Yeah. And then they'll
Travel
have,
day.
that's crazy how fucking stadiums do. That's a whole nother fucking episode because, dude, I'm amazed at how stadiums like Madison Square Garden, Boston, Prudential Center now. I mean, Prudential, the Nets aren't in it, so it's like they don't have that to worry about. But like, they go between the fucking Knicks and the Rangers and the Celtics and the Bruins like fucking like one day after each other.
Yeah.
It's insane.
Roll
the ice
out
must
the
be
ice.
shit. I'm telling you, the ice must be shit. Ikram Aliskerov versus Phil Hawes. I like him. I mean, he's got a lot of wins. His last loss was 2019. KO on punches in the first round. Other than that, he has not lost.
All right.
He's a middleweight, by the way.
All right, that's not the heavyweight then.
So, what was the other guy that we had? It was, the other news, well, I'll get to that in a second. It was Ronaldo the Machine Bedoya.
The Machine.
Yeah, Rayaldo.
Is he fans of Bert Kreischer, or does he not know? Because he might need to change that. He might get copyright infringement.
Do you think? I mean, we talked about this a few episodes, though, before. Like, it's Rolando the Machine Bedoya. So, dude, how many can there possibly be? Like, they're kind of running out of options at this point.
Well, just like the left, they're just going to start making up new words.
I mean, they're going to start changing definitions of things, maybe,
Yeah.
like tiny. Like, he comes out there and I'm tiny or whatever. Like, I don't know, Cachero. He calls
I want
himself
someone to be teeny meeny.
Teeny Meeny. Michael Teeny Weeny Randabov.
Something like that.
Or it'd be more like Ikram Houdini's little penis Kazavadariski.
What the fuck?
From Dagestan. This guy's from Peru.
Peru.
He is Peruvian Rolando Bedoya, the Machine. Copyright? No, put it out there. It's our boy.
Bert Kreischer.
Bert, he's not going to be happy about that one.
He is not. Well, I don't know. He
14.
seems to be getting into the fights, so he might be happy about
Maybe
it.
he is. Maybe he's boys with Bert.
Maybe.
You never know. Could be
You
Bert's
never
boy. We got a welterweight. So, again, this isn't the heavyweight. I really hope one of these guys is a heavyweight because so far...
I know
you're
for sure
2
one
for
of them
2.
is.
0 for 2.
No, one of them is.
14 wins, 1 loss. His only loss was a decision back in 2015. So this
Damn.
guy's been winning
For 8 years.
quite a bit. He's going up against Kalin Williams,
I don't know who that is either.
13-3. I like this guy's chances too. I mean, this is a come up right now. His name is the Machine. Looks like he wins a lot by decision though.
I might put a $10 bet on all the fucking debuts.
He won the last fight by submission. His fight before that by TKO. Fight
So he's
before that went to a
versatile.
decision. A lot of them have gone to a decision.
Yeah.
So we'll see. I mean, there's a little bit of a gap in between some of these fights, and this guy's like, I don't know, probably in his 30s, late 20s.
All right.
But maybe you liked his name. I mean, that's the debut of Rolando the Machine, Bert Kreischer. If you're listening out there, we'd love a job.
Nice plug.
Just trying to look out for team leaving Earth.
Come join our media conglomerate.
So the other one, the last one, was Braxton Smith.
I think that's him.
So this is the guy that you think is the heavyweight. You want to know the name of this guy? Look, this one earlier is so funny. Forgot. The beautiful monster.
All right.
He really does kind of look like the guy from that meme where he has the dick on the end of the table. That every guy knows because every time they say like, "Yo, check out who the Bills just signed," and then it's that dude's dick sitting there on the bed. Like everyone's seen it. There's fucking memes galore of it. He kind of looks like him.
Kind of.
So he is the beautiful monster from Austin, Texas. He's 33. Looks like he might have gotten into fighting a little bit late because he's 5-1. But every single one of his fights, every single one of his wins has ended in knockout.
Of course.
He's a knockout king. His one loss was his first fight. His first fight he lost by TKO in the first round.
And then I think he's going up against a pretty well vetted heavyweight.
Parker Porter.
Yeah, he's been around the block a couple times.
I think he's going to be a punching bag for this Braxton Smith fella, the beautiful monster.
That's probably what UFC thinks too, but you never know.
This one was probably my favorite because I was like, all right, he lost his first fight. It was just him figuring out fighting. And that was back in 2014, okay?
So he's been training.
All right?
Yeah.
He hadn't fought for 8 years until 2022. And that's where it began, okay?
Oh, so he took fucking 7 years off?
Yeah. So we got round 1 KO kick or head kick.
Get the fuck out of here. This heavyweight's throwing kicks?
First minute, 125 head kick TKO.
No shit.
Second fight, first round, 49 seconds KO punch. What was that, the third one? Third one since the streak started. Third one KO, second minute. Fourth one KO, minute 40. And then the fifth one KO within 44 seconds.
God damn.
Against Ja'Cory Savage.
And it seems like he's a fucking laser beam, too. 45 seconds? That means he's going in there and knocking people.
He's never left the first round. So that also scares you because if Parker can get him out of the first round, he might not have the
gas.
endurance and the gas to get there. He's just going to come out swinging and try to knock somebody the fuck out. I wish that I would have seen this and done my research on this fucking guy earlier in the week because I really do want to take a fucking derby bet.
Yeah.
But if not, I'd look at his odds, at least what's coming up for Braxton Smith, because I didn't even look at him. I was like, dude, this guy, if he wins this one, my eyes are opened. And I will know that the beautiful monster, that beautiful monster that you see at the other end of a link that you thought was going to be some good news about your favorite sports team was actually just this massive man sitting there with a huge dick. The beautiful monster, Braxton Smith.
Why are you talking like, who the fuck is that?
The beautiful monster.
That sounds like Jim Carrey.
I don't
something.
fucking know. This
Braxton Smith is closing in at right now plus 138.
Ooh, that's good odds, folks. If you listen to this episode from now until May 6th, take Braxton Smith. I wish I got an extra lock this week, but if he wins, Johnny has got his eyes on the monster.
The beautiful monster.
The beautiful monster.
Are we
And
gonna
that,
go
my friends, is the debut Kerner.
Turner?
The debut Kerner.
Are we
Sorry.
gonna get into NFL or what are we doing?
It's a little dry cotton mouth here. Yeah, we can get into that.
I didn't do any. I don't know anything
So
about
we didn't bring it up. The draft.
the draft. Yeah, what happened to the draft?
So I would say the biggest top stories of the draft, besides the fact that, of course, Chase Young went first, or Bryce Young. That pick was already known beforehand. What happened after that was the Texans pretty much traded away the next couple years, or like a majority of their draft picks, to move back up to the third spot when they already had the second spot.
Okay.
So they're like, all right, we want to take this quarterback, C.J. Stroud. A lot of question marks on his intelligence. He scored very low on the S2 scores. So he was probably projected all the entire time to go second to the Texans, but then they also were like, well, they like Will Anderson, the edge rusher from Alabama, who's nasty, who's going to be an unbelievable player for the rest. You never know what's going to happen with him, but it looks like he's got exactly what you need to be an edge rusher in this league.
Yeah.
So, who are they going to take? Say, fuck it. We'll trade away everything. Take them both.
All
Take
right.
C.J. Stroud. Take Will Anderson. Now, I think Will Anderson, like I said, is going to be fantastic, but C.J. Stroud, that's the one quarterback that I worry most about because he's going to a defensive coach. Now, the young kid, the one from Alabama, he went to Carolina. That's where Frank Reich is. Frank Reich's a good fucking guy. He knew what he wanted all along.
Defense wins championships.
You love that one.
Does.
Former Mike linebacker.
Does.
Not this day and age.
Still does. If you got a number
Who
one
won last year? The Chiefs?
Yeah.
Defense sucked.
Okay.
The Eagles' defense was pretty good. How did they do in the Super Bowl? They sucked. Their offense kept them in the game.
But it wasn't the number one defense.
The Eagles were pretty close to the number one defense most
But
of the
they
year.
weren't. They're close.
But the number one
But they
defense didn't
weren't.
make the NFL or didn't make the Super Bowl. The number one offense did.
What are you gonna do?
It's just the problem is
There's always exceptions to the rule.
defense is being taken away from football because they want these high
If
scoring games.
you can,
it's harder
well,
to play defense now.
Yeah, because they want everything to be like hockey, exciting and fucking let's go.
Mm.
But
The hockey penalties have been really bad this playoffs too. It's getting closer
we
to football.
can't go back to hockey.
I know ESPN fucked it up. Anyways,
But there's, I don't even.
the football the way it is now though, it's just do you have the best quarterback on your team? Yes or no?
But if you can stop the deep ball, you're golden. And if you got to be able to stop the short passing game and the long passing game. If you let the middle ones go, eventually one's going to get popped in the air because they're in the middle of the fucking field.
Mm-hmm.
So if you can stop the short game, stop the long game, then you're good. The middle game's not really going to it could destroy you, but I don't think the middle game's really going to destroy you.
Well, they can go through the middle now because they're not allowed to hit the fucking receivers anymore.
And that's the other thing is these fuckers are getting paid millions of fucking dollars to get fucking hit.
Yeah.
You know that going in when you start at fucking elementary school.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to get fucking hit. That's part of the elegance of going into fucking football is you get to put this fucking helmet on, you get to put these shoulder pads on, and I'm going to go hit another fucking guy.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck this shit.
Boom. Every play has collisions. That's
So
football is just, it's a man
So
sport.
you can't fucking hit the quarterback now. You can't hit the receiver now. You can't hit the running back now. You can barely hit the fucking lineman. What are we doing?
Yeah. Well, it's harder to play defense and it's faster. So at the NFL at that level, why they're picking edge rushers is because you have to have somebody who can get to the quarterback, or else these great fucking quarterbacks are just going to tear you the fuck apart.
Yeah.
So, I understand why the Texans did what they did. I think they're one of the winners of the draft for doing that. Fuck it. You were in between these two choices, and they didn't cave to the guy that they wanted. I felt bad for C.J. Stroud. I honestly don't think I don't think he's going to pan out to be a good NFL quarterback personally. Maybe he will. Who knows? But I felt bad for him because he was the consensus number 2 pick all along. It was going to go Young and then him. And a week before the draft came out, all these stories came out that he failed these tests, that he got a ridiculously low score on these tests that are supposed to test your capability of reading a situation and being quick with decisions and whatnot.
Yeah.
So I just felt bad because everyone's like, is this going to hurt him? He's going to drop out. Maybe they'll take Will Levis. Maybe they'll take Anthony Richardson. Maybe they'll do this. They're probably not even going to draft a quarterback. They'll just take Will Anderson. They'll take, whoever. The fact of the matter is he's a football player, and that's what he said. He's like, I'm a football player. I'm not a test player. I'm not a test taker.
Yeah.
And the coach, his college coach, came on and defended him and said he's one of the smartest football players I've ever coached. Like, whatever this test says, like, that's you read into it if you want, basically. So I felt bad for him because, like, and when he got drafted, he cried like a baby.
But did he get second round money or second pick money?
He's going to.
Then fuck him.
Well, he deserves it. That's what he's
Good
worth.
for him.
That's what he's worth.
But I'm not feeling bad for the motherfucker.
But he's 20. What is he? 21, 22 years old. I know everyone tells you, like, get ready. Like, if you're going to be a top pick, like, get ready for the pressure, and it starts immediately. It started even before he was drafted. Everyone's like, he's a fucking idiot. No one should draft him. Like, why would you take him? All these, picking it apart. The kid's like, holy shit, I'm just trying to play a game, play a fucking sport.
Listen, you go into the draft knowing what's coming to you.
Exactly.
And if you don't know what's coming to you, get the fuck out of the draft.
It's true.
If you aren't well prepared to go into the NFL, because that is a step up in competition and it's a step up in personalities, fucking legal issues. You got a whole new ball game that you're entering. It's like you going from high school to college football. It's the same fucking thing. Now you're going to college to the fucking professionals.
Yeah, you're partying half the time.
And someone needs to be fucking telling you, like, listen, shit's about to hit the fan.
Yeah.
And if you're not a test taker, that's fine. But someone should have been preparing you for these tests.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
if someone wasn't preparing,
not even that hard.
And if someone wasn't preparing you for these tests, then you need to get an agent or something to manage your fucking shit, because you obviously aren't prioritizing your career.
Mm-hmm.
If you're going out getting shit, and this may not be true, but if you're going out shit-faced before the test, you aren't thinking of your longevity. And I get it, you're a kid.
You're not taking it seriously.
I get it, you're a kid. Yep. You got those impulses, you want to go out and have fun. I understand. But if you look at the world around you, if there isn't one single person who is younger than me looking towards the future saying, I need to fucking better myself, I need to put things into the right realm now so that in 5 years I can play off in the dividends of what I just put in, I don't know who you are anymore, because that's the world we live in. So if you're not prepared,
you got to be able to prepare for it, yeah.
Yeah, so exactly what I'm saying. If you're not able enough to prepare yourself for these tests,
you're not ready for the real
You're
world.
not ready for the professional athlete status. And if you can't take being criticized about these tests that you took that you failed, what's going to happen when you throw the game-winning interception pick 6? Are you going to be able to handle that?
You're going to shit yourself like a Nathan Peterman.
Yeah, but are you going to be able to handle that?
Yeah.
And if you can't handle this bullshit bullying that you're getting now, what happens when the real stakes are on the line? Are you going to crumble? Because these are the things that I would look at as a head coach.
As a GM, you're 100% looking at that situation, yes.
Because if you're crumbling after all of this pussy bullshit, I didn't score well on a test. You know how I would,
well, I don't think he really,
as an uncertified G that I call myself, you know how I would have handled that? Exactly what he said, but I would have never let anything other phase me.
Yeah.
I would have said, yeah, I'm not a good test taker, but watch me on the field. And then stonewalled everybody else. Like, if you want to talk to me, come talk to me. You want to talk about my test scores? Get the fuck out.
Yeah, I'm a football player.
I'm a football player. Fuck you. But if he's getting worried about what they're saying, he's not cut.
Yeah, I don't know.
And if he's getting worried about they're saying, the Texans are in real hurt.
Well, the Texans have been a joke for fucking years. So they needed to do that. And maybe he was a little bit butthurt as it is. Kids these days, fucking, they're coming out of college nowadays. Dude, they're a full generation younger than us.
I understand.
It's not the same type of growth.
If it were me in that situation, like I said, I would have shut him down immediately, and then I would have proven myself on the field.
Yeah, which he still has to do.
This generation that's going into the NFL, though, again, hit the bell. This is just me talking, and I'm a dumbass.
Well informed.
But I feel like they aren't put to the same pressures as even you and I were put to. like in high school sports, I feel like they are just coddled all the way through.
Yeah, it's more different pressure. Now it's pressure of appearance rather than pressure of performance.
It's
performance
ridiculous.
used to matter more than appearance. Now they're almost getting intermingled with one another.
Now it's, okay, you won the Super Bowl, but what's your wife doing on TikTok?
Yeah.
Like, I as a sports fan now, allegedly.
Look at the Brady divorce. Like, you know what I mean?
I
like
don't
greatest,
give a fuck.
Yeah, but like the greatest football player ever. And that's what I'm saying. That's the news.
Yeah,
They have to
I
deal
don't
with that.
care.
Yeah, exactly. He's a football player.
He's a
football
fucking
player. Yeah.
sports guy.
Yeah.
Nobody cares about E! Network when we're watching football. I don't care.
Exactly.
Like, fuck off.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't believe if you're getting paid millions of fucking dollars to play a sport, because let's face it, that's the fucking high life. Because you're going out there, and if you look at Josh Allen, and he's the best example of it, most of those people go out there and they're having fucking fun.
Yeah.
It's a fucking game. I get it, and you're getting paid to do it.
Until you get caught cheating and knocking up a bartender.
But it's a game, and you
kid's
have
game.
natural,
Kids play.
you have natural ambitions to win the game. So it's fun.
Yes, it should be fun, and it's for that kid to be drafted. And that's what I said when he cried. It was just because after you get drafted, it's your whole life culmination of what you've always wanted
You get
to be.
drafted, you're set for life.
Yeah, exactly. So is your family. I mean,
Yeah.
it's just it's because of a lot of people that you do end up getting drafted. So that's what I'm saying. Like, he was more stone faced when they were asking him questions about the test itself. He was like, I don't really care. But people were trying to get it to happen so that he would drop. That's the games that they play. That's the games that NFL GMs play at a whole different level.
But that's the psychological warfare that
Yeah.
you're going to handle.
Exactly. That's
You
the
got to
type of
do
shit
those
you gotta
press
deal with.
conferences after you fucking lose.
Mm-hmm.
And
Who
you
gonna
could be
blame?
like fucking that
Zach
one dude.
Wilson.
Yeah, that just
Do you
clams
feel like
up.
you let your team down? No. Wow.
Yeah.
Worst quarterback, I believe the worst starting quarterback rating of any top 35 quarterback last year. That was Zach Wilson. Yeah. But, yeah, I mean,
I have no sympathy for these motherfuckers.
I would not have sympathy also for the Eagles. Look at that transition. The Eagles had a good draft.
Okay.
The Eagles are a good team.
I was going to say, who are they losing?
They didn't lose anybody, really.
So they're just gaining.
They're just gaining pretty much the entire Georgia Bulldogs defense, which they already have. They have two guys in their team that were from Georgia on their defensive line. They added two more, and a linebacker, and I think a corner. So they're the Philadelphia Bulldogs.
Okay.
They just took the best college team, not named Alabama, who I think, it was Georgia and Alabama last year, is pretty much the best. Every good fucking player comes from the SEC, from that college conference for the most part. You got your Bamas, you got your LSUs, you got your fucking Georgias. You even got some guys that come from Tennessee and Florida every now and then. And then other good players from other schools that are just studs. Like, they just went to a different school. They weren't that highly recruited. Stud. Like, dude, they got the first pick that they had was Jalen Carter. This is the guy that was drag racing and killed a teammate.
Yeah.
So character issues always come up. I'm like, character issues. I'm like, how do you know what this character is? He could be one of 10 guys, or he could be one of 100 guys in the league that have probably done the same thing or are doing the same thing as what he did, drag racing.
Yeah.
With cars. And he just fucked up. Dropped to the 9th pick to the Eagles.
What was he supposed to be?
He could have been number 1.
Oh.
I mean, he's an unbelievable player. Like, I mean, people have ranked him as maybe the best pure talent in the draft out of any position. But because of this incident, people are worried about character issues, worried about if this is going to be an ongoing issue. Significant, a decent concern for, like you said, a GM or a coach. But like, is this guy going to be here the whole time?
Yeah.
Henry Ruggs.
Jail?
Henry Ruggs is going to be in jail for a long time when he killed somebody in a car accident. But it was a different situation. I think he was drunk in that one. Either way, this kid gets drafted. And again, now his agents and lawyers have to assure the team that everything will be fine because it just happened. So that they got that kid who could be the best talent. Then Nolan Smith with the 30th pick, who's a linebacker from Georgia, a little undersized, but like he's just good. Like, I mean, he played for Georgia. He's contending for national championships his entire year. And he just adds another dimension. And the fact that you're now adding all these players on defense who would fucking play together in college, and now they're going to continue to get better together. They're going to continue to grow and their fucking man bodies into like fucking 25, 26-year-olds in their prime of their fucking career. The Eagles are going to be a fucking powerhouse for like 10 years because of this.
Well,
that could be a bold prediction, but it's not my bold prediction.
But I can go to the same thing like you said is, yeah, they've been playing together this entire time, but how long does it go to where you're around the same people and you digress into old habits of going out and partying every fucking night and, oh, it's just college with more money. You know?
Yeah, it's true. I mean, and you never know if all of them will pan out to be good players anyways. I mean, you know, they could have been part of a system. The thing is, when you play at a Georgia or an Alabama, you're playing with the best players in the country. You should be good. You should win every game. Like, you have the top recruiting class pretty much every single year. USC might get really good, though, now that they got Lincoln Riley, who's an unbelievable college coach. You might see a lot of good players coming out of USC. We'll see. Their quarterbacks always suck. But the top talent, when you're playing with them in the SEC, like, yes, you should be good, and you're also reliant on playing weaker opponents.
Yeah.
In the NFL, you're playing the best of the best. Every game. No matter if it's the worst team if it's the last place team or the first place team, you're still playing a guy that was good enough to be pro.
Yeah.
That is the best of the best. You're not playing fucking this mid-conference team that your coach scheduled so that the school that they schedule with could get some money and you could pump Citadel 62-0 from home in front of your fucking fans, right? You're playing the best players in the world.
So who do you think won the draft?
I'd say, I mean, the Eagles are a strong contender.
Okay.
I'll tell you who lost the draft, the
Okay.
New England Patriots.
Really?
They're a joke.
Really?
They picked a kicker and a punter. They picked guards and a corner who was pretty good, who was highly ranked out of, I think, Oregon. I think it was Christian Gonzalez, I think was his name. And he was like one of the highly ranked CBs, but he fell down to like the 16th or 17th pick. But other than that, they picked no one exciting, and they do this every year. Like they picked a center last year, like in the first round, where guys had him plotted in the third.
Isn't like a kicker and a punter? Isn't that exactly like our drafts when we do fantasy? Like you can pick those up any week.
Yeah, like you can just have them whenever. Like
Yeah.
if you have a kicker on your team, like just ride them out until like or maybe like take them like
Like a
just take
waiver
one.
wire kind of
maybe just
thing.
take one
Yeah.
kicker and late, like a kicker and a punter, like. And maybe they're going to be punting a lot, and they understand that because they didn't pick a fucking quarterback.
Yeah.
They didn't try to move up and get, a Will Levis or a Hendon Hooker. And by the way, I mean, Levis went to Tennessee. Watch out there. Him and Tannehill will be going at each other in the camp. That'll be a legit quarterback competition. I think Anthony Richardson, who went fourth to the Colts, that's a project. We'll see how that one turns out. The guy Shane Steichen, we liked him when we were going through the coaches carousel.
Okay.
He ended up in Indy, and he's the QB whisperer who was Jalen Hurts' offensive coordinator last year. So we'll see what he can do with Anthony Richardson. I mean, he's nasty. He's a great athlete. He's played 13 games of football. That's a fact. Look it up. And I think Will Levis will eventually fizzle out of the league, and the Titans will be complete poverty. Anywho, who won the draft? I think the Eagles you could make an argument won the draft because they had these picks. I think it was originally from the Rams, and I can't remember, but they had these picks. They moved up. They got who the guy they wanted. They built an entire defense of Georgia fucking football players.
All right, so
And the Patriots lost it.
from this draft,
Mm-hmm.
who's winning?
Who's winning it all next year?
Who's winning the bowl?
Well, it's funny you say that because if you think about a team that just had a missing piece that just needed to be put into a puzzle that didn't really matter what the draft was, the Buffalo Bills added Dalton Kincaid, tight end, out of Utah.
Bro. Are you really going to do this to yourself?
Oh, you know I was coming at you with that one, though.
I thought you were going to give me a legitimate pick,
Bro,
but
hold
no,
on, let me just
This is always biased, bro. You can't give me a legitimate pick.
Let me just put it out there.
All
the
right.
minute the pick came in and they moved up for him, they hopped Dallas. They hopped Dallas to get a tight end. And I was like, first of all, I'm like, why are they trading up a couple spots? I thought they were trading for DeAndre Hopkins. Apparently that's not happening. Didn't get traded to anybody, at least as of yet. And I'm like, all right, what's going to happen? What's going to happen? They're really going to pick somebody. I'm like, they got to go receiver. But all the receivers were gone. All the good receivers were gone. The guys that they wanted. Zay Flowers, even Johnson was fucking gone. And Jigba, he's the best wide receiver that had gotten drafted out of the draft. He's going to be a fucking stud. He went to Seattle. I think that the fact that they were like, okay, the next best player offensively that Josh Allen can utilize in this offense that's going to help him, in the slot especially, is Dalton Kincaid. If you watch his tape, yeah, this is the thing. He's not a tight end. He's a wide receiver.
You said tight end.
He's a tight end.
Air
he
quotes.
dropped 3 balls his
Because
entire
we're not on
college
camera,
career.
so you gotta say
Air quotes, tight end. I think it was like his college career, he dropped 3 or 4 balls the entire career. He just has the best hands. Most of the scouts have said
7-11.
Chris Hogan.
Yeah.
Most of the scouts said that he had the best hands out of all the receivers, not just the tight ends, the receivers. He
Which
just
is
doesn't
vertical.
drop balls. Pretty good. I mean,
Yeah.
I think it was pretty high for a tight end. His 40 was
I
pretty
know
quick.
that I'm gonna bring it there. A white guy.
Oh yeah, you knew that
Yeah.
was gonna be white. Dude, his name's Dalton Kincaid. Think about that for a
Dude,
second.
I'm not.
Just think about that. We have Dawson Knox, DK,
Yeah.
and Dalton Kincaid, DK, the 2 DKs, and they look very similar.
Fuck, you need DK Metcalf on there.
Wow, the triple DK.
That would be
Now
amazing.
that would be the missing jewel. Now let's think about this for a second.
But let's go back to the original question. Let's not go off on another tangent.
Why Dalton Kincaid makes the difference? Over the middle, slot player like a Cole Beasley. We nicknamed him already on Bill's Twitter, Swole Beasley. He's bigger, but not that much bigger, so we call him Swole Beasley. He fills the same position.
Beefcake!
Beefcake him up! Dalton Kincaid. So, will he be the missing link to the Bills, Super Bowl puzzle that we've been looking for the last, 60 whatever years? Probably not.
So your
Probably not.
legitimate pick for the bowl winner after the draft.
I'm always going to ride with my team. But realistically, the Eagles will probably win this year.
Okay.
Bills-Eagles Super Bowl, we lose to complete the sweep of the NFC East Super Bowl losses for the Buffalo Bills.
All right, and so I don't know anything about the draft. I didn't watch the draft. I didn't research the draft. I'm an asshole. He told me to. I didn't. But I'm riding with my same bet now that it's actually legit this year for the Raiders.
Wow. So you're going all out.
All out.
You saw the Raiders got this year as quarterback, right?
No.
Jimmy fucking G. Jimmy GQ.
Let's go, bitch.
I thought maybe you'd ride with your boy Derek Carr. He went to the Saints. They have a shot. The Bucs are going to be trash. Panthers got a rookie quarterback.
The problem is he's playing trash.
Falcons got Bijan Robinson, though. Dijon going to fucking ATL. Crazy. That was fucking weird. Weird draft. But Derek Carr to the Saints.
They got a shot, but I'm going with Vegas, man.
You think maybe this would come down to in your vision, Vegas Raiders versus the Saints.
That'd be
Somehow
insane.
Derek Carr wins the NFC.
That would be insane.
And an even
'cause
greater
Derek
miracle,
Carr-
the Raiders win the AFC. But yes,
That'd be insane.
that'd be pretty wild. If you took the over/under on the Raiders wins this year, you should look into that for one of your picks.
Yeah.
The over/under. If you can find it on FanDuel, you can throw it in the comp.
All right.
Raiders over/under on wins this season. I bet you it would be around 8.5 or 8.5 to 7.5. Definitely not 9.5. Think about their division, okay? They got to play the Chiefs twice, the Chargers twice, and the Broncos twice.
Okay.
The 4th best team in their division out of 4 teams.
Let's just do
7.5 wins.
let's just do outright betting for.
And tell me the week
for
you
the
take it
Bull.
because I'll take the under. I'm just kidding. That would be a spite bet, and I'm not about the spite bets.
Super bullshit. You are the fucking asshole.
I'm just a Devils fan for the playoffs. I love my
Fucking
Lindy Ruff.
dick.
I love my Lindy Ruff.
Fucking outright Super Bowl winner right now is plus 5,500 for the Raiders.
Plus 5,500? That's actually a little lower than I
5,500.
thought.
For the Bills, plus 900.
Okay. That's pretty
Just
good odds.
above the Bills are the Eagles at plus 850.
That's a good bet. I'd take it.
And
The Chiefs.
Yeah.
I'm not going to pick the Chiefs to win the Super Bowl because I just won't manifest that happening again. It sucks for everyone involved.
18,000 is the Cardinals.
There's just one little armpit part of the fucking country, known as Missouri, that cares about the Chiefs. Everybody else doesn't like them. If they do, they're a fucking Patrick Mahomes dick-riding bandwagoner who just happened to be old enough to realize that, oh my God, I grew up in Mahomes' age. I want to be Mahomes. He's on TV and he sounds like Kermit the fucking Frog.
I can't get behind that guy.
No one can. His brother, to circle it all back to the beginning, just got arrested for sexual aggravated assault, goddammit!
But again, that wasn't him. I just can't get behind him.
He's a non-likable guy, and they actually came out during the draft at the beginning because it was in Kansas City. Oh, go figure.
Imagine that.
The draft was in Kansas City by, like, City Hall or whatever. The green room was set up, I think, like, in City Hall. And I was like, damn, it would be nice if they're in, like, New York City or, like, an actual market they could party. Like, imagine going to Vegas for the fucking draft, which it was supposed to be, but then COVID happened. That was the Joe Burrow year. So depressing. And they had Mahomes and Kelsey come out with the fucking trophy and be like, we're the best. City. Oh, Chiefs Kingdom. And be like, if these guys weren't already that unlikable, they've hit mass exponential level of unlikableness.
Fucking ridiculous.
Yeah.
I can't. Let's wrap this
take one
up.
more? Want to wrap it up?
Yeah, let's take one more. Wrap
What are we
this
at?
up.
We're probably close to 2, right?
Yeah, we're at 135. But
Nice. That's good enough. That's a good number. Happy.
I got
you. Okay. Oh man, this shit is. You know what it is? It's just deep. It hits deep.
Yeah.
Fucking scotch, baby. Well, we covered a bit of all of it here today. At least the shit that we care about. Which now BJF is a newfound hockey fan. We love that for him. He's a crackhead. We're going to work on that. We're going to bring him to rehab in the offseason when they get fucking bopped out of it eventually. Even though he wants to win it. We'll see. We'll see.
You say they're going to get bopped. I don't think they're going to get bopped.
So we've also covered the debut corner, which your boy Johnny anchors from doing a little bit of research out of Sherdog. Thank you. Give myself a little pat on the back there.
You deserve
Braxton, the beautiful monster. Watch out for him. Take it. Plus 138 this weekend. And we covered the draft for as much time as we were able to because we burned out. Anywho. Where can you reach us, BJF?
Fucking everywhere.
We fucking everywhere.
At Johnny_anchors on Twitter. At BJF. That's BEEJAPHETH. BJF on Twitter. At Leaving Earth Pod on Twitter.
On Twitter.
On Twitter. On Instagram. And to hit us up by email, leavingearthpodcast@gmail.com. Fucking hit us up. Let's see what you want to talk about. Sergeant Brubby doing the fucking work, getting the work in.
My man.
Again, Washington is at the top. You're fucking killing it, Sergeant Brubby.
We love you, Washington. We love you, Sergeant Brubby's crew.
Anybody that is on Sergeant Brubby's crew that wants us a shout out.
Not a single shout out yet. Not a single email from you guys yet.
Email us, man. What the fuck are you doing?
We are not feds.
Yes, we will say whatever you want us to say.
I can give us an outro song too, if you want.
Yeah, we were gonna need that too.
Oh, absolutely.
But yeah, so hit us up. As always, patreon.com/leavingearthpodcast. And yeah,
we are the Leaving Earth Army.
We are
the Witta Army.
The Witta Army, and we are part of the Leaving Earth media conglomerate that we are making. Come join us in the future.
We are the Leaving Earth universe.
Let's go.
Let's go. And take it the fuck easy.
Peace. Peace.
Outro credits.